What's up everybody, JJ Shankles here. Today we're going to be building a power wall. This is going to be a pegboard mounted on the wall that I can charge all of my batteries on. First, I want to officially welcome you. This is the first video I'm filming in the new studio. We turned a guest bedroom into this sort of place for filming videos, and this is kind of the first trial of it to see how I like it, what I need to change. But one thing I knew I needed to build pretty quickly here. First, I put up this pegboard that's got all my tools on it. But the next was a charging wall. So the goal is that all these batteries are up on the wall, ready to go. So when it's charging and when it's done, there's always a battery that I can just pull out, put in the camera, and it's ready to go. I'd always been looking for a way to charge things. I'd had a drawer before that had all my batteries charging in there. And with the drawer solution, as you pull in and out the drawer, some things would shift in there. And I tried different glue solutions, it didn't work well, so I'm going to try this one out, and I wanted to step you through the process of how we're building it. First, I got two of these black square pegboards from Lowe's, and then screwed them together. I've got, first down the bottom, this will be the bottom of the wall, and this will be the top. The bottom, I've got a big power brick. This has 16 plugs on here. Surge protector as well, so if there's any electrical surges, it won't damage anything up the wall. This one I really liked because it has these rotatable outlets on the bottom. That way I rotate them and they'll be right here. This is an outlet coming up the bottom. You just plug it right in there. Already kind of directs the cable the way it needs to go. Above it, this was something I picked up from Lowe's for really cheap as well. It's just a basket that mounts on a pegboard. This will be good for holding some various things. For one example was, these are some FPV 1S drone batteries. They go in this little charger. Thought it'd be good to just sort of pile them in here. Another great tip that I found is if you use these just little containers that I think mostly they're sold for like lockers for school. They're magnetic, you put it on here, and then you can hold like pins and things like that. Always useful to have a pin ready for if you need to write something down, or if you're marking something on the wall, you need to drill holes. That's been a recent thing. I've been drilling holes a lot in the wall. If I need a pin, I never have one on me, so it's good to know where you can grab one very quickly. These other chargers, I'm planning on mounting various places through here. I'm not sure the final layout of everything on here, and I think it will be a changing thing as I go. That's why a big part of the mounting solution is using zip ties. With zip ties, they're cheap. I can zip tie it down, try it out, and maybe in the future, if I don't like it, or if Nikon changes their battery in a future camera, then this will become obsolete. That way I'll cut the zip tie, take this off, put it away, and put whatever new charger on there. If I upgrade to bigger drones, I'll need a bigger charger than this one. So I can just cut the zip tie, take it, put it in a drawer for the occasional use, and put a larger one mounted on here. But apart from zip ties, command strips are also a great option, and Command does make some Velcro that you could use for something you knew you were going to be putting on the wall and taking off. These are all chargers that are going to stay here, but now it's time to start zip tying. And this cable I have running all the way from down here, it comes out on top here. This is 6 different USB coming out. I think this is a 60 watt total, 2.4 amps on each output. So this is gonna be here. A bunch of cables are gonna run over to, this is a GoPro charger. This is NPF batteries that'll get charged here. These I use on a bunch of lights. And my Ninja 5 that's currently recording this. 18650 batteries go here. These are for gimbals, and a drone charger here. This one I want to mount, and the battery can be sitting down in this basket while it's being charged from here. So I went and picked up some purple duct tape, matches the wall back here. Some of these things like this, for example, it's the GoPro charger, and there's no really good way to mount it except for with an adhesive on the back. So since I'm out of really strong adhesive tape, I'm gonna use some of this to begin with, and in the future, I'll just go pick up some and replace it, which might be good to start with a weaker adhesive because I might hate it a week in, and then if I use really strong tape, it might damage the finish on this pegboard, or there's all these other things that could go wrong with that. Or it'll just be a lot more difficult to replace, whereas this duct tape, this will be super easy, super simple. If you had gaff tape, that would be even better because it wouldn't leave a residue. Duct tape can leave a bit of a residue. Lining everything up, stable enough since it's really not that heavy facing downward, and these pull out super easy. Now, as with most projects, I would recommend making a version 1 of everything. And now this is going to be my version 1, and as I update it in the future, I hope to maybe bring back little updates, but you can subscribe down below just so you don't miss any future updates. But with any project you work on, your first attempt is never going to be your best attempt. Your first attempt is always going to be the best you can do at the time with the knowledge you have. And in the future, you're going to grow and learn more and do better. Why would you not update and make something better than the first time you tried it? And I feel like that's a lot of this studio build right now, is I don't know what's the best way, make it really easy to make videos right now. And so I'm going to build what I know, but I've never fully had a space dedicated to video making. All my other videos have been in either the kitchen or a bedroom, but this will be kind of a video specific space. So I'm gonna keep upgrading and changing things as I become a better video maker. This is why it's so much easier to build it first on a desk, then mount it on the wall, because you can get around behind and move your zip ties around. And with the zip ties, it's really easy to come back with these electrical snips. These are really useful on circuit boards, but they're very sharp and really strong, which is great for cutting through a zip tie. So I am gonna unplug these cables and leave cable management to once it's fully on the wall. That's something that's all gonna be surface level, except for the big ones that are running behind the back, but that one I've already run, so I'm ready for that one. Now I've got pretty much everything mounted that needs to be mounted. Another important tip is to make sure none of the things you mount cover up your mounting holes on the wall until you've already mounted them. So I've left them all open, and I am going to need to make sure I line them up on a stud. So let's take it to the wall. And luckily, this desk has wheels. So I rolled it over here. I'm going to mount it at this height just because it's going to be really convenient. And I kind of like this height anyway. It's really eye level to see all my batteries. I'm tall, so I want it at eye level. I don't have to bend down to reach the bottom of here. I can easily reach it. I think this is going to be a perfect height. Always good to check level when you have one. So I'm holding it up, then I'm going to go through and just mark. Since most of them are just going to be into the drywall, I've got these little plastic expanding pieces that I'll put in the drywall. First, got to drill some holes. Now a hammer to just hammer these in. And there we have it. Luckily my batteries died as I was finishing the charging wall, so I was able to charge a battery, put one back in there, and now we can wrap it up here. I'm so happy with how this one worked out. It's still not 100% complete. I haven't run all the cables, but I'm not sure how I want to do the cables. I might try to run them underneath or behind there somehow, because there is an air gap between the pegboard and the wall, so I can easily fit cables from any angle and work them around behind. For example, I could run this one behind and out this side, but I'm really not sure. So I wanted to wrap it up now, go ahead and this is version 1. Maybe in the next 6 months after I've worked with this for a while, I'll put out a version 2 of this video. But I'm so happy with how version 1 is. This is gonna be so useful to have all my batteries out and charging, and I can just look at the wall and see that neither of these two Nikon batteries are ready. But if I put charged batteries in here, then I would know, oh, I could just reach in here, always have one ready. But that about wraps up this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions or ways that you would maybe do it better. I'm always looking to learn and improve the process, so I'm always open to constructive criticism. And while you're down there, you could hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos. We're gonna be doing a bunch of other DIY videos around this studio. So if you love doing something yourself and making it better every time, hit that subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.